in the NBA. Ben Simmons, man. Ben Simmons. Man, man, oh man. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty bad performance against the Hawks. Ben Simmons is very interesting. It kind of reminds me of Giannis in a way because how do I say this? How do I say this? With Giannis, he is a frustrating player to me, but at least he tries. Like at least he fails. It's a very good like life lesson with this whole Giannis versus Ben Simmons thing because at least Giannis, even when he fails, he will try again. He will try. He will fail 20,000 times. And yes, he has failed 20,000 times. But look at him now. Eastern Conference Finals. We'll get to him later, honestly. Ben Simmons. He fails. Doesn't really improve. Doesn't really work on it. He fails. Doesn't really attempt again. Like he just kind of like stops. And it's like, no, man. I'd rather you keep failing than just like not attempting. And especially when I'm talking about shooting. I think the play of that man's career happened in Game 7. When I saw from my very own eyes, I was watching the game. I was watching it intently. And I saw this man, Ben Simmons, this man, this full-grown man. He spins from the post and like has a wide open dunk. Trae Young's there, 6'0". Ben Simmons is what, 6'10"? A foot advantage over this man. He said, nah, I'm not going to dunk it. Not. I'm going to pass it to a guy that's being defended 2 feet away from me instead of a wide open dunk. And after that play, I was like, wow, that man's not going to be in Philly this next year. That man will not. That was a crazy play. I've never seen anything like that. The man had a wide open dunk. You can't be more wide open. And after that, I was like, okay, this is psychological. This is way psychological than I thought. I just thought Ben Simmons was a bad shooter, but man, it was even horrible than normal. Man was shooting 34% from the free throw line. I've never understood why people are bad free throw shooters. Like 50% should be the minimum. But man, whatever. Here's my take on Ben. I think, okay, not my take. I know how to fix Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is not a guard. He is not a small forward. He is a power forward / center. No man in the whole wide world, no guard, no small forward should be in a basketball arena if he can shoot. If he shoots 34% from the free throw line and like 30% just in general field goals. No man, no basketball player should be a basketball player. If that, no guard or small forward. If you are like that, you better be a power forward or a center. So you better be. The way you fix Ben Simmons, you trade him, you got to go to a different organization. And also, when you are an actual power forward and center, you can't be with another superstar power forward and center, and Joel Embiid, of course. I think that's the only reason why. It's just, even when they had Markelle Fultz, it was just kind of awkward. Just like, okay, who's the point guard? What is Ben Simmons? A forward? Is he a point? Is he a center? A power forward? Is he a power? Is he a small guard? Is he a small forward? Is he a point center? Like, it was just getting confusing. And once they shipped Fultz off and did the thing, and then Ben Simmons and Embiid, they were trying to make it Simmons a point guard. No, no more. We're not trying this anymore. If you get Ben Simmons next year, your coach better put you at power forward and center, just because if you are a liability, you should not be a guard. You should not be. And so, with that being said, Ben Simmons needs a superstar guard. He needs a superstar guard teammate. I believe Ben Simmons could be a number two option on a championship team. I actually kind of believe that, weirdly enough. I think he has to definitely improve his free throw shooting by a good 10 to 20%, which I think he can, because it's getting psychological, and I think going to a different team will unpsychological that. But he needs a superstar guard. And this is exactly what I was talking about with Giannis. Because Giannis is trying to, sometimes he tries to be this guard when he's not. He's a forward / center. And that's why Giannis, the more he believes in like Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday to be a guard and to make those type of plays, the better Giannis is going to be. I think the trade was a potential trade was Ben Simmons for CJ McCollum. I mean, whatever, sure. But I would actually kind of like that for Ben Simmons. Having Dame Lillard as your superstar guard teammate, I think that is what is perfect for Ben Simmons. Then Ben Simmons can focus on being a power forward and center instead of trying to be a guard, bring the ball down and whatnot. I think Ben Simmons should be a point center. If anything, he should be a center, of course. But he should be like a Draymond Green. He should be a Jokic. He should be more like Jokic than trying to be a point guard, shooting guard type of dude. That's my thing. It's the same with Giannis. Like Giannis, when you are a power forward and center, stop trying to be a guard. Stop. Just give it up. That's why with Giannis' success, it speaks to how much Chris is doing well. Because Chris Middleton, Giannis needs to stop shooting threes. Needs to stop shooting threes. And I think Game 7, he didn't shoot any threes, which is why they won, to be very honest. That is why they won, mixed with Chris's great play. But yeah, that's my thing. Like, a lot of these guys, a lot of these forwards, I think in today's game are trying to be guards. And I think Embiid low-key tried that in a way earlier in his career. He was like trying to be this weird small forward. Well, of course he's a center, but he was trying to like, he does it still here and there, but he was like trying to, crossover between the legs type of thing too much. And I just thought, okay, but I think Embiid definitely has embraced his center position a lot better. Yeah, a lot better. But I don't know, a lot better. Let's see. But yeah, I think that's my thing with Ben Simmons. I think that's the whole issue with him. The Sixers are just such a mess right now. And I think it's kind of fun. Like, Philly is a very passionate fan base, and they give props to their players whenever it's due. I remember the whole Markelle Fultz situation. They really supported him throughout that whole situation. And I don't know, what is it with Philly and just the psychological aspect of shooting with their players? It happened with Markelle Fultz. I mean, it basically happened with Ben Simmons, and I did not realize how much it impacted Ben Simmons. I don't know what happened. I remember seeing I saw someone like comparing highlights or the free throw of the shooting. What's it called? Shooting form of Ben Simmons about when he got drafted to versus now, and it is so different. Ben Simmons's shooting form was way less, way more inside with the elbow inside and less about being on the side with his current form right now. He shoots it with both hands, basically, and yeah, it's not going to cut it. It's not going to. And I don't know. It's weird how Philly, I think, must have psychologically changed him for some reason. Um, but yeah, whatever. We'll see. I saw a funny rumor of Ben Simmons going to the Spurs. That'd be kind of interesting. Um, but yeah, I don't know what it is with player development nowadays. I don't know who told him to change his shot. Needs to get fired, but whatever.